What's up, guys? I'm Nate Johnson, owner and head trainer at Steel Strength Training, where we believe in prehab, rehab, and doing what you thought was impossible. So just this last week or two, I've been having some conversations with people who have been working out, bodybuilding, powerlifting, just working out for fun for the last 20 plus years. They've got a lot of personal experience. These guys are also very intelligent. They're not these bro bodybuilders that are coming up with stuff out of their butts. This stuff their approaches are often based on science, and so they've been encouraging me to check out some different studies. So my mind has actually changed a little bit on how we induce muscle hypertrophy, or how do we get bigger muscles, okay? So this will be part one. I'm just going to be talking about one study real fast, keep it brief, because I can get weight. Just got a dog, and that's my puppy, and he's going crazy. I don't know what he's freaking out about. Anyway, all right, so in this study, they've done studies in the past where they compare, using heavier weights versus lighter weights to induce hypertrophy, okay? And again, hypertrophy is just muscle growth. And so, what they did is they break them up into, a heavy group and a light group in an exercise like leg extensions, okay? And in the past, they always found that the heavier weights would cause more muscle growth, which is kind of what we would all expect. That's certainly what I would expect, right? Go heavier, go home. That's what I've always heard. Okay, but recently, there have been several studies, and the one I'm talking about today, they actually controlled for volume. Okay, so we're going to be talking a lot about volume in these next few videos. So volume is simply, for the sake of these videos, is weight times sets times reps, okay? So let's say you lift, a 10-pound dumbbell 10 times for 10 sets, okay? That's, your volume is 1,000, okay? 1,000 pounds is your total volume, okay? So, they used the leg extension. They broke like 15 or 16 guys into two groups, okay? And they had one group do 30% of their 1 rep max, so it's a very, very lightweight, something I never would have thought would have driven muscle growth. And then the other group used 80%, which is more in the traditional, bodybuilding strength training range. But they controlled for volume, so they made sure that the weight they were using for 30%, after they did their sets and reps, it was equal to the total volume done by the group with 80%. To my surprise, I was very surprised about this, but both groups had an equal amount of muscle hypertrophy, okay? So both groups grew equally the same. The difference was the 80% group also gained more strength. They got stronger as well as bigger. So this is just something I want you guys to chew on for a little bit. I'll be going into this further in my next videos, but this was pretty shocking, pretty eye-opening, so it's just something to think about. Just a quick note, I'm not advocating that we all go and start training with our 30% of our 1 rep max. In future videos, I'll be explaining why not only is getting strong awesome and practical, but it's also very helpful even if your goal is strictly muscle size, okay? If muscle growth, bodybuilding is your goal, getting stronger is still extremely important to that goal. But just something to think about. So it's not actually the weight that you're lifting, but when it comes to muscle growth, not strength, but muscle growth, actual tissue growth, volume is the most important factor. Something to think about. See you guys next time.